Are you feeling frustrated at not getting promoted? Are you feeling neglected in spite of all the hard work that you put in?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Luckily, in this video, I have some answers for you based on my own experience and a book called Rise, a bestseller by Patty Azzarello.
Okay.
Hi guys, I'm Vishal and welcome back to 1% Better, where we try to become 1% better with every video. I also talk about technology and life hacks in Japan, so do subscribe to my channel if you're interested. Thank you. Okay, let's get to the first section. Do better. Deliver on your ruthless priorities in spite of all the chaos. In this age of constant connectivity, we are all bombarded with requests, issues from every side. I'm sure you also get messages from your Slack, email, Teams, whatever, which constantly beg for your attention for this task and that task and so on. So you lose track of your main focus. But you need to control that and make sure your main deliverables are always on time and perfect, because that's what matters most. Solve the meatiest problems first. What I mean by that is, there are always some hard issues in your team that need to be fixed. Focus on identifying those important issues that your team or your boss has and try to solve them efficiently by yourself. That will push you into the limelight. And sometimes what happens is you think that you're working on something important, but actually turns out that to your boss it's not that important.
No! God, please, no!
And this has happened with me as well. In those cases, you won't be applauded as much since you're not thinking about the problems your boss is worried about. Instead, you're thinking about problems you are worried about. Make time for deep work. Deep work is absolutely important to think clearly and solve complex problems. Clear the clutter and block time for deep thinking sessions in your calendar. Normally, I take some time in the early morning hours to think deeply about issues and learn complex stuff when nobody else is online and I can concentrate deeply. Delegate or die. You only have so much time, so make sure you delegate your redundant work so you can free up your time for deep work. If you're working with vendors, delegate to your vendors. If you're working with subordinates, delegate to them. All else, automate if possible. I work with vendors, so I delegate whenever I can to vendors to free up my time. The level dilemma. We tend to think that we get promoted for what we did on our previous level and then start doing more of that. However, on the next level, the required skills are probably not the same since you're going up a notch. For example, in my case as a software engineer, when switching from a developer to a lead role, you need to focus now on bigger ideas and future of the platform rather than critiquing each single line of code written by your team. You would need to place your faith in your team members and expect they provide the work of highest quality. If not, you need to deliver feedback and help them improve and get better. Okay, so for the next part, I'm going to lead by example. So, click. Okay, that failed.
Nice.
So yeah, as you can see, I have changed my attire a bit and I'm still wearing my pajamas, but yeah.
Oh my God! Wow!
So moving on to the next section, which is look better. Build your personal brand. Your personal brand is really important. You may be a different person in life, but the brand you bring to work needs to be reliable and consistent. For example, I know that I am an easygoing, cooperative person, and I also know that I tend to obsess over detail. So I would brand myself as cooperative and analytical and try to align all my actions to that brand. But let's say you also have anxiety or you're always worried things will go wrong. You can still leverage that and create a positive brand out of that as extra careful, rational, realistic, which are important qualities for a brand, and you're still not faking yourself. The second point is look better. As you can see, very well explained by my attire.
You serious?
You shouldn't look too shabby and underdressed. Neat trim clothes improve your confidence, which helps start conversations. Especially in a hybrid work style, whenever you commute to office, if you make some effort for your style, people will associate you with a nice visual appeal, which is also an important part for us as human beings.
Okay.
Third point, sell your ideas to your superiors in a way it makes them want to listen. This is a point which I think is very hard for us as newbies to digest, because we often say what we want to say, but to convince our leaders we need to solve their problems and speak in their language. For example, if let's say you want to sell an idea to your boss to replace the use of an offline Excel spreadsheet with, say, Google Sheets for all the important spreadsheets in your team, given the following two people, whose plan would you be more inclined to listen to as a boss?
Hey boss, I have used Google Sheets. It's pretty nice and convenient. We should change that ASAP.
Hey boss, I realize that you have a problem regarding the constant maintenance of Excel sheets in our team. It's a headache for all the team members and costs a lot of hours to maintain when several people try to edit it. I think we can solve your issue if we convert to Google Sheets, and it will reduce man hours by an estimate of 25%. And after trying a small POC, proof of concept, with dummy data, I was able to check that we can safely integrate our important sheets to Google Sheets. Would you like to have a meeting about it? If you're interested, I can share a document with you with the plan, approach, timeline, and so on. You probably know which person you're going to listen to, right? Like, okay, now to the final bit. Get on the list. So what do I mean by that? According to Patty's book, all upper management in a company have a mysterious list. That list contains the people they are willing to consider for a role or a promotion. That list essentially determines your future. Try your best to get on that list and stay on it. For example, if you're not known by them, you're obviously not on the list. So make sure you do everything in your power to showcase your work and be known by the upper management. You can do that by showcasing your work, seeking mentors in your company who are in upper management so that they can vouch for you. If your boss's boss goes like, oh yes, I know that guy, that's also a win for you. Get mentors from your company. Building on the previous point, you should strive to get some mentors inside your company. However, most people view it as a give and take relationship where the mentor gives and the mentee takes. But you can also convert it to a give relationship. Some ideas are you can talk to your mentor and come up with solutions for a problem that your mentor has with your expertise. Building strong mentorships help you because your mentors can vouch for you. And lastly, building authentic connections. Over the course of your career, the skills you provide will get less important in comparison to the personality that you have. It means that you need to showcase who you are as a human and not only your skills. Over a long enough period of time, you will definitely gain all the skills. But your personality will determine how you communicate with your superiors, your juniors, and get things done. So your mentors also need to know who you are as a person and not only as a set of skills. So when you bring in your authentic self with mentors, instead of bringing a resume, you develop a much deeper connection which can possibly help you in the future. Okay, so friends, that's all I have for the time being. I know there's a lot of points here, so please do rewatch some parts if you want to improve on that specific area. And if you found anyone useful, do comment them below, please. I also will prepare a checklist which you can download for free and measure yourself against those points. Hopefully you found some useful insights in this video. Additionally, keeping your paycheck in control is also important. So if you have time, please do check out this link to watch my video on how to control your paycheck. With that said, thank you and have a wonderful day ahead as always.